here we are.
We bought a 205.
Well, you bought it.
Well, I bought a 205.
For some reason, it's in my garage.
I don't have enough tools to fix it myself, so what did I do? Well, showed up here with it on a trailer. I've got to do the cam belt, water pump. Yeah, this has been off the road since 2017. It's a Sorrento Green limited edition, one of 300.
It looks black, but that's green apparently.
So we've got a box of parts and we're going to fit everything and hopefully we can get it to the MOT station within a week.
We're going to get it running first.
But first things we need to do is get it running. But wait, wasn't my 205 red? Yes it was. However, a week after buying my red GTI I came across this one, so I bought that too. Why? Well, this 1.6 GTI is ultimately a way better car. It's completely standard, it's not hiding any horrible budge repairs, and it's a limited edition. What does that mean? Well, it's got a full leather interior, power steering, and electric windows that even kind of work. But it has been off the road since 2017. It's also done a mere 100 miles in the past decade. There's been a lot happening since then. Recommissioning work, rust repairs, electrical gremlins fixed, general servicing, the list goes on. But we're almost there. And the last hurdle before the dreaded MOT test, the cam belt. Status update.
Well, it's the longest bolt in the world, in a place that you can barely get your hand to swing the spanner around. I think the whole thing might be turning now as well, which is really joyful, because the other end of it is some weird French thing. It's not, I don't know how else to describe it, do you?
Once Will had finished driving his footwear followers wild, he did some research and eventually...
Oh, the bar off it as well. This is that bloody cami bolt thing that adjusts the tension on the cam belt tension, and it just sticks through the back of the engine, and both of us took about half an hour between us to get it off because you can't reach that really, so it's sort of like this. And so I want to clean this thread up with a dye so that when we put it back on we can run it on easily with our hand rather than turning it a sort of 2 degrees each time with a spanner. Is that the bit that goes up here? That goes up there's got a thing. This does actually fit. I had it on just now. There you go.
And finally, 83 years and a lot of swearing later, it was MOT time. First time I've taken a car for an MOT since 2007, and this car's been off the road since 2017, and it's my first 205 in 17 years, so terrifying. Sounds nice though. Just as fun as it ever was, although I was driving a 10-plate Mini an hour ago, which is lowered, quite stiff, decent brakes, etc. And this is a little terrifying compared to that, having not driven a car like this for so long. But I bought this car because I've always had a love affair with 205 GTIs, and I had a whole string of them getting on for 20 years ago now, so we're back, and hopefully this one can get through the MOT today, so let's see. Just have to make sure I don't stuff it into a hedge on the way there. But now I remember why I still have these cars. This one is a little tired. It feels quite loose here and there. It's also completely standard, and completely original. Even all of the glass panes on the car have the number plate etching on them. So it's, it It's not been stuffed through a hedge yet, so hopefully I don't start that tradition. But temperatures are all good. Seems to drive in a straight line. So let's see. MOT time.
Yeah.
So it passed. First MOT in 6 years for this thing. So a couple of advisories, but nothing particularly big, so good times. So what's next? Well, having been laid up for many years, there's a few more bits of bodywork to finish. After that, some fresh bushes to replace the tied originals, and it would be really nice to know how much fuel's in it. Apart from that though, it's an absolute riot. It sounds great, it turns in sharply, and a week after it being on the road, I still haven't stuffed it through a hedge. Perhaps I'm not trying hard enough.